Alright, today we're talking about major scales, and we'll start by just looking at this keyboard here. We've got the octave. The keyboard's broken up into octaves. You can see the octaves by the pattern of 2 black notes and 3 black notes. Show you where the octave is. We'll look at C. C major is probably the most famous key because it has no sharps or flats, meaning it has no black keys in it. Alright, and so we'll have a great look at what makes up a major scale. Now the octave is broken up into whole steps and half steps. Alright, the whole step is from C to D here, from each Y key to each Y key here, and then when you go directly to the key of the note above, like C to C sharp to D, those are the half steps. Now right here you'll see that you have a half step between E and F. There's no note in between the two. And then B and C is another half step. Now our major scale is obviously made up of whole steps and half steps. The pattern is this: whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. So 2 whole steps, half step, 3 whole steps, half step. So starting on C, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Major scale, that's it. Now we can take this to other keys, so let's go to G. G has 1 sharp, it's F sharp, and here's why. Whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Another thing that I like to notice about major scales is that the last half step happens right before the root note. So in C, B to C is a half step, and G, F sharp to G, and E, D sharp to E. You've got that last half step from 7 to 1. Which brings up another great point. In the key of C, I encourage you to think about it in scale degrees. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So there's 7 notes in a major scale. And as you practice them, you may first need to think of it in terms of whole steps and half steps, I don't know. But once you feel comfortable with the scale, whatever key you're in, practice it by singing the numbers as you play it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Doesn't matter how great a singer you are or whatever, but internalizing those numbers as you play it will really reap benefits in developing your ear and will be a big help when it comes to learning the number system later. Main thing that you need to know today is the pattern of 2 whole steps, followed by a half step, followed by 3 whole steps, followed by a half step. That's the major scale. These major scales work in any key, starting on any note. So E major, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half, and vice versa. For guitar players, each fret is a half step, so you can work out your scales, whole, whole, whole. There's plenty of videos on YouTube that will show you how to finger scales on the guitar, but learn your major scales, sing them with the numbers as you play them, begin to internalize that. It's going to be huge, I promise.